Morning, morning. It's Lincoln Day. It's first day of the flat. Now, these two should have been on Friday night, the detectives among you say. Now, we had some technical problems last night, so we apologise. So we're doing this in the morning. It's a special Saturday. I'm making it sound really good, not just that it was a balls up last night. It's a Saturday, HHV the Judge. It's Lincoln Day. Now, before we start, one race today. It's the Big E, the Lincoln. We don't shy away from the big handicaps, not on this show. But a big announcement. If you see the top link above the Goodwin Racing link, you will see it's a link to the Judges HFC channel. He's on board. He's joined the HFC club. He's our big new season signing. Now, he's got a tip for today and he's got his first video. So once you've given us the thumbs up, you've seen this video, do head over to that link, sign up, click the notification bell because he's not going to be on at set times or set days. So you're going to want to know when those videos are on and you will have a Judge in your back pocket. So can I formally welcome you to the full team, Judge?
Thanks very much. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. If it's anything like the last 12 hours, it's going to be exciting if nothing else. So we may not be the most technical, but we are the best club out there on YouTube, online, offline, high street, back street, whatever. So let's get stuck into the Lincoln. The first great handicap of the season. It's over at the straight mile at Doncaster. 22 runners take the plunge. The going is good to soft. There shouldn't be many excuses. It's decent ground. We have a joint favourite situation with the highly touted number 2 Modern News for Charlie Appleby, who's mopped up this race in the last couple of years, and Mujtaba, the unbeaten William Haggis trained horse. Very impressive last year. The pair of them are extremely skinny for a big handicap. They are currently 4-1 joint favourite, but I've got a bit of a feeling that the Judge is going a bigger price. I certainly know I am. So I'll come to you first, Judge. 4-1 joint jollies in a race like the Lincoln. We have to look elsewhere, don't we?
We do. It's not really my cup of tea going like that, but I mean, out of the two, I definitely would prefer Mujtaba out of the two, just with Haggis's record in the race.
Yes,
you do normally need to look at 4-year-olds these days because it seems to be the older horses don't have as much chance as they used to have. It used to be a really open handicap, whereas the real cream comes to the top. And obviously, I've got to give those two the best chance. And there is a clue regarding Mujtaba, regarding my selection in another race, maybe at Doncaster today. But I'm looking slightly, one of the other 4-year-olds. There is still 5 others to choose from. And I'm looking between Notre Belle Bet or the other bear, something bear, Rogue Bear, that's the one. They're the two I quite like. They're both drawn high. Interestingly, all the fancied horses, all the front 3 in betting, are drawn low. And I just wonder whether, the class might come to the top. But if it happens to be high, you're going to get paid out accordingly, a decent price. And I like Notre Belle Bet. It's won its last 2 starts. It left from Ireland and joined the Andrew Balding stable. And Andrew's stable will be worth following this season. I think he's going to have plenty of winners. His first run last year in Ireland was unbelievable. It came 4th in a listed race, which was like a 2,000 guineas trial. And that was won by Poetic Flair, which we all know what he went on to do. But even back in 5th that day, Laws of Indices came 5th and actually won a Group 1 afterwards. And all the first 5 in that race are all rated in their hundreds. And this horse is still rated 92. So I still think some wiggle room in its handicap rating. And I think around 11-1, I think that's the one to be with. Notre Belle Bet.
Yeah, Notre Belle Bet is the bet for the Judge. Well, what we're going to do is cover both sides here because usually I look for a high draw in the Lincoln, but all the action appears to be low, and I think it's low where you have to go. And I'm looking at here, I must say, in the 1 box, what used to be known as the coffin box at Donny, I do think Irish Admiral could run a big race at about 25s, but I have to go for Johan, number 5. Now, this horse has been to every dance going last year. He's changed stables and gone to the Mick Shannon yard. He's booked STS. They're in the 4 box. They're in the middle of all this class. The horse has won big races. He was last seen when 11th of 20 after a hard season behind Aldari, but that isn't bad form in the context of this race. I think he'll like the ground. I think it'll be perfect. I think Shannon has got his horses well forward. I think he'll make the same big start to the season he did. And as I was saying to you off air, Judge, can't split the front two in the market. I really can't. They're both progressive 4-year-olds. But I don't want to be backing one to win at 4-1 and pick the wrong one. I would much rather take them on with a big price. If they fight out the finish, fine. If I can finish in the first 6, I've got a very, very good return equal to that. And you never know in a big race like this, they might bomb out. Rohan is an experienced big field handicapper. It's hard for me to say he's brilliantly handicapped, but I don't think he's badly handicapped either. And I think he'll give you a good run for your money today. So it's Rohan for me, and it is Notre Belle bet for the judge. So you got both sides covered here. Let's up between us. We found you the winner of the biggie. It's going to be a fantastic flat season. We'll be back on Friday night, not this Saturday morning rubbish. Friday night next week with 2 races. Watch this vid, give us a thumbs up, join Goodwin Racing, and get yourselves over to the Judge's channel, Judge Pottage. So if you have a problem with the link, just type in Judge Pottage into YouTube, and his new channel will come up. Join it, give his video the thumbs up, and click that notification bell. So good luck, Judge. Let's hope you get off to a flyer, and let's hope we found the winner of the Lincoln. I'll let you get off to work now, Judge. I had to look up in the chambers. To look at the dictionary, I found it disgusting. But you get yourself. I will see you next week. Have a great week, everybody. Have a great weekend. Let's bag the winner of the Lincoln and start the flat season as we mean to go on here on
Holden's Horses.